going to be sharing with you in this video how to reprogram your subconscious mind to actually make action easy. Because action doesn't have to be difficult, in my opinion. There might be an activity in your life right now that you want to embody, or some sort of a habit that you want to embody more of, and it might seem like it's difficult right now. It might seem hard, but there might be another activity in your life or some sort of habit that you've already embodied and it's just easy. It's not difficult. It's not hard. It's not good. It's not bad. You just kind of do it and it just is sort of a normal part of your routine. And so you can actually embody that ease that you might have with certain activities in your life and actually embody that in any area of your life that you actually prefer. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to do this so that an activity in your life right now that might seem difficult and might seem like it's causing a lot of resistance can actually be completely reprogrammed in a way where that action can become effortless and easeful. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to do this. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video. So this is going to be how to reprogram your subconscious mind to make action effortless and actually easy. So number one, the first thing that I want to share with you is no habit is good or bad. It just is. There's something in your life right now that you might want to be embodying, that you might be putting on some sort of a pedestal or some sort of a, like it's this big goal that if you were to finally embody it, it would be this big thing and this big situation in your life where you finally have accomplished the manifestation that you've always wanted. You finally became who you wanted to be. Now, what I found in my life recently is that there's a truth to reality. And the truth is that no habit in life is good or bad. It just is. There's like an isness to this present moment. And one thing that I've realized is that the isness of this present moment is the isness of this present moment regardless of if you're doing something that you prefer to be doing or something that you do not prefer to be doing. So either way, this moment is what it is, okay? And you can be in a state of ease and effortlessness and allowing and accepting this present moment in your dream reality, doing what you love on a consistent basis, or you can be accepting of this present moment and not be in the reality that you prefer to experience. And so one thing that I want to share with you right now is that this is a powerful foundation to understand how to really reprogram anything in your life for anything, and especially a habit in your life, because once you start to see that everything exists, everything just is, it kind of puts you in this energetic position to say, well, if I'm going to be not resisting anything and I have this power within me to accept everything as it is and just be in this present moment and fully accept it, the point that I personally got to was like, I may as well be embodying the life that I prefer to be experiencing. Like if I'm going to be in this state of non-resistance that I've cultivated through, years of meditation and all these different methods that I've personally done to get to that point of consciousness, the thought process that I had in my mind when I was creating my dream life was like, well, wait a second, what else am I going to be doing? Because to accept this present moment is something that I can already do, but to channel that energy in the direction of what I prefer to experience is really what I personally have found the first step is the first step to really shift into that action that you prefer to experience in the most effortless and easeful way possible. Because from that foundation of accepting everything as it is, you can simply become that thing that you want to be or to do, and you'll notice that that energy of non-resistance can actually carry over into that new identity because you're no longer attached to who you thought you were before. So creating your reality really is about coming from a foundation of seeing and being conscious that you are a creator and that you are not defined by your past, okay? Your past does not define who you choose to be in this moment right now. And so when you see that, you can actually shift into that habit in a much quicker way than you think. So number two, the point that I want to share with you in terms of how to get closer to reprogramming your mind is to see that you want to find a habit, first of all, in your life that you've already embodied. So this is pretty much what I'm pointing you to is, let's just say, for example, you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth. That's a very simple and easy habit that you might already have embodied in your life. Now, personally for me, I'll be honest with you, there's been times where my energy system was so out of balance that even something as simple as brushing my teeth was not an effortless act, and it was a difficult act. So it even goes to show that, you know, when we don't align our energy in the right way and we don't program ourselves in the right way, even something as simple as brushing your teeth can be a difficult process where it's not difficult, it's just, are you programming yourself in the quote unquote correct way or the way that you prefer to be experiencing this present moment? Now, once you find this habit, I want you to notice that that habit, whether it's brushing your teeth, which is an example, whether it's something else that's coming to your mind, I want you to notice that this habit that you've already embodied, there's an ease to that habit. There's an effortlessness to that habit. There's an effortlessness in the sense that you don't need to force yourself really to do that habit. You just kind of go from where you are naturally to that next habit. And then by the time you're embodying that habit, even if there was any resistance along the way, by the time you're there, there's no resistance. You're just doing that habit. But not only are you doing that habit, you've become fully that person that does that habit automatically. Now, I don't want to say automatically because this can make it sound like I'm communicating in a way where you want to be living your life on autopilot. You don't want to be living your life on autopilot. You want to be consciously constructing your life in a way where you choose pretty much everything that happens in your life, at least what is within your conscious control. Because obviously there's some things that you can't control, but there's some things that you can actually control in your life. Now, if you find this habit that you've embodied, I want you to notice that ease, notice that effortlessness to that habit. I don't know if it's effortlessness or effortlessness, but whatever the case is, once you notice this, I want you to contemplate, can you embody that same level of ease and effortlessness in the next habit that you prefer to be experiencing? Because that habit that you're thinking, whatever it is, whether, like, let's just say you want to be a YouTuber and you think that recording videos is difficult. It's like, oh man, I can't get up to record videos because this is going to be a difficult process. Or like, I can't get up to go to the gym because that's going to be hard for me to go to the gym. And it's like all this thought telling you that it's hard. But what's funny is that all those thoughts telling you that it's hard are actually the current paradigm that's telling you that it's hard relative to who you are being in that present moment. Whereas there's a version of you in the quantum field, in the infinite consciousness, where you're doing that thing, and believe me, it might not seem possible to you right now because of that paradigm that you're embodying, but believe me, there's a version of you that's doing that task, that's doing that thing that you perceive as hard right now, but it's completely effortless. Just as effortless as that other activity, like perhaps brushing your teeth. And it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be difficult. It's a natural part of who you are. Creating your dream life is natural. It's simple. It's who you are. That's my opinion. And when we disconnect from our natural state of being and we make things more important than they really are, and we think that we need to work hard from a space of lack to create what we want, this is personally what I believe is one of the biggest detriments to living a fulfilling life, and where society, unfortunately right now, is going completely wrong, in the wrong direction, in my opinion, most people, because they're trying to embody something from a space of believing that it cannot be an effortless and easeful and natural process and a part of who you really are. And so what I encourage you to do is to open yourself up to the possibility that just as that habit that you're doing, like brushing your teeth, is very simple and very effortless and very easy, just as that habit is simple, you can take that other habit and also embody that same level of alignment. And so number 3, the next point that I want to share with you in this video in terms of how to reprogram your subconscious mind to make action effortless and easy, to make it as easy as possible so that you can manifest what it is that you truly want into your life, is to give yourself permission to have the same level of embodiment with that new action as, like in a similar way in comparison to the habits that you already have embodied now. Give yourself permission to do that, because we like to live in this sort of like closed off reality where what we've embodied is the only thing that exists. It's honestly like a little bit mind-blowing if you think about it. Think about the arrogance of that. Like, you've embodied a certain aspect of your life, and you believe that out of all the infinite possibilities that exist on your life, that you're correct and that you've figured out the right way to live life. A little bit arrogant, don't you think? To think that, the way that you're doing things is the easiest and most effortless way possible already. Is it possible, perhaps, that there's an easier way to live life that maybe you're not currently embodying right now? Not that there's an objectively correct or wrong way to live life, but for you personally, is there something that maybe you can shift or fine-tune to love yourself more, to embody more of what it is that you prefer to be experiencing in this present moment versus what somebody else wants you to be experiencing? Because you are the creator of your reality. And what I want to invite you to do is to give yourself that permission to just have that embodiment with whatever it is that you do. You'd be surprised that there's certain tasks that used to be very difficult for me, like even recording a video for YouTube, even though I knew it was something that was part of my purpose and still is, of course, but it was like the idea of doing it was hard. But then actually being in that vibration of embodying who I prefer to be was not hard. I'm gonna say that one more time. Thinking about changing is hard. Becoming the change is effortless. Thinking about transforming and becoming something new, that causes a lot of resistance. To say that, oh my gosh, I'm becoming this new person and I don't want to let go of this old version of myself because I want to keep clinging on to this person that I believe that I am, because this is safe and this is comfortable and this is the best way that I believe is to live life based on my current paradigm of reality. You don't want to be living life in that way, because there's so much more that perhaps you haven't opened yourself up to. And I'm not even telling you to do something that somebody told you to do, or to take my word for something, or to take on a habit. You can choose exactly what you want to embody. You don't have to take any habit on that you don't want to be doing. I'm saying that there's something in your life right now that you might genuinely want to be embodying, but you're telling yourself that you can't because it's going to be a difficult process. And my claim is that thinking about doing that is what's causing all the resistance in your body. But if you let go of that resistance and you can have it within yourself to give yourself that permission to embody that habit with full embodiment, knowing that you are not a human being, that you are not defined by your past, and that you are actually a conscious creator that can shift timelines in each moment depending on where you place your focus and attention and who you prefer to be in this present moment. The moment that you give yourself permission to live in this way, your life is going to be radically different almost every single day, because you're going to start to amplify everything that you prefer to experience, knowing that you are the creator. And you don't have to really doubt the process. You don't have to worry about the process, because there's a certain level of knowing that you have when you already are who you prefer to be. Because some people wonder, like, oh, am I making the right choice? Am I doing this thing that I need to be doing? And is it the right action that I need to be taking? And then we get confused, and then we ask people for help, and then we start looking for answers outside of us. And it's so funny, because once you become who you want to be, there's no questions that are left unanswered. Because like, you become the answer. It's like, well, you don't really have any room left to doubt yourself, because you're already being who you want. You know, it's like how you can't really, there's no room to stop yourself from being who you want if you've already decided that's who you are and you're embodying that, that essence, the essence of that identity in that moment. And of course, you're just playing out consciousness. It's all consciousness. It's not really that there's a distinction between becoming consciousness and then becoming the identity that you prefer to be. It's all just one thing. It all just is a matter of what is your preference and what do you prefer to be experiencing in this current present moment experience. And so one of the things that I want to conclude this video with is just to open you up to the possibility that it doesn't have to be a difficult process. You don't need a 15-step checklist or to do a 15-week program or do my coaching. Although if you want to do coaching with me and you want that extra support, by all means hit the link that's in the description box of this video as usual. But I'm not even here to tell you that you need a 15-step checklist to follow or one particular coaching program or one technique. These things, if they are in alignment with what you want to create, and perhaps some sort of a workout program or some sort of a coaching program or some sort of a structure that you want, you can choose to embody that structure if you want to, and then use that structure and then fall into that structure and trust that structure, become that structure. If you resonate with that, that's what I'm talking about here. I'm opening you up in this video, or at least what I'm attempting to do, and I hope that it is working to some degree because one of the things that I encourage you to do to close this video is to see that there's all these infinite structures that you have in your reality that you can embody at any moment given your conscious choice and your conscious free will and your intention and where you prefer to put it, and how much you embody that is completely up to you. It's completely up to how much you trust yourself, how much you're willing to surrender into that structure that you prefer to experience. Are you going to doubt yourself along the way? Or are you going to stay consistent with that structure, knowing that you can become that person and just be that person and stay consistent with that until what you want perfectly manifests into existence? And you can keep embodying it at that point if you want, or you can let it go and embody something else. It's totally up to you. Why is it up to you? Because you are the conscious creator of your reality, and you can create anything that you want by simply shifting your attention and your awareness. Now, that's all I have for this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Also, please hit that like button for me so that more people can get access to this content, because I do believe that every single person on this planet does deserve to know that they are the creators of their reality and that they can manifest their reality and do so in the most effortless and easeful way possible. And hitting that like button does help the algorithm push the videos to more people and help more people get access to the content. And I do wholeheartedly believe that every single person does believe to get, I don't want to repeat myself, this content is valuable, and I believe that every single person deserves to get access to it. Now, as always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.